What's up, everyone? This is Pastor Shane back here with you. I've had some people ask about when I was doing live videos again, since we did it this summer with off the youth Facebook page, and since that series was over, our summer devotions are over. I thought I'd bring it over to my personal Facebook page instead of the youth page one, since it'd be less based off of devotion we did for youth and more based off of stuff I'm doing personally. So I'm back with a live video. I'm going to try to do it every day. It's not going to be as structured as the summer devotion one was because I haven't written out what I'm going to study every day. But that being said, we're jumping into the Bible, and I'm currently working through a chronological study of the Bible. That just means I'm going in order of when they believe the Bible is written. And so I'm still in Genesis right now. And so I thought I'd jump into Genesis. I think Genesis is something that we study, but we don't really study, right? We talk about creation and we talk about Noah and Abraham and stuff, but I think sometimes we miss the details inside of Genesis that are kind of crazy, kind of interesting, and really cool to see. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my trusty Bible here. I use the ESV. That's just a personal preference. You use what you're comfortable with. I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole different video series. Join us today over here. This is Office LeBron up here. You can kind of see him. It's Office LeBron and a beautiful view of Bryant-Denny Stadium. All the perfect things we need to study the Bible, right? LeBron when he was still with the Cavs and the University of Alabama football stadium. So like I said, we're in Genesis. I'm going to kind of skim through and kind of skip over the creation story in the fall. I think, again, we cover that so much in church. Creation, that God created the world, that he created Adam and Eve, that sometime after that creation account, Adam and Eve sin, they get cast out of the garden, sin comes into the world. The curse basically on the earth is put on. The serpent is cursed, man is cursed. And because all this brokenness enters into our world, and I talk about with the youth the past couple of weeks, it seems like it's been a heavy topic, is talking about suffering, why bad things happen. And it all boils back down to Genesis, really chapter 2, chapter 3, where we have fall, and we have sin coming in and the world being broken. But from that story, we get brokenness, but we also get a promise of a Savior. And then coming after that, when you get to chapter 4, you get Cain and Abel. The story, we talk a lot about Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel are brothers. Their parents are Adam and Eve. They offer their offerings to God, which is the system at that time to get to forgiveness. They give their offering. Abel gives the firstborn of his flock. So he gives the best, right? Abel gives the best. Cain gives some vegetables, an offering of the fruit of the ground. It wasn't the best. Now, God wasn't necessarily mad that Cain brought something from the fruit of the ground. He's mad because he didn't bring the best thing, right? Abel actually sacrificed by giving the best that he had. Cain just gave what he had. And so that's what causes God to get upset and not receive that offering from Cain. And so you see Cain gets mad. And God says something interesting to him, and he says, why are you angry, and why is your face fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is for you, but you must rule over it. Right? God's saying, listen, Cain, you have a chance. Do what's right. Give me the offering that I've asked. Follow after me like I've asked, and do the right thing. Or sin is waiting at the door. It's waiting for you, and it wants to pounce, and it wants to take control. And we know ultimately Cain doesn't give the offering that God asked. Instead, sin takes over and he kills his brother Abel in a field, right? And we say, man, that's crazy. Well, when I was reading through it, I thought about it and said, Cain gets mad because Cain messed up. Cain really should be mad at himself, but instead Cain is mad at Abel, right? We do this all the time too, right? It's jealousy. We're jealous of things. We get mad at someone else for having something nice when it's really, hey, maybe we did bad financial planning in our lives. Or maybe we spent too much somewhere, didn't spend enough here, didn't do this thing, right? And we're jealous for someone, or jealous after what someone else has, when really we have the same ability to go get that thing, to work a job, to have money, to do all these things so we could get that thing, right? Cain is mad at Abel because Abel's sacrifice is accepted, and all Abel did was follow the guidelines God had set forth. Cain could have followed the exact same guidelines and had the exact same results that God would be happy to accept that offering. But instead, he doesn't. He does it how he wants to do it. He gets mad when God is happy with Abel's offering, and then he kills Abel, right? That's misplaced anger. And we see it all the time today. People misplace their anger. They put it on something that it shouldn't be, right? So I want to encourage you guys today. When you get angry at someone, you get mad at someone, you have a bad day, where are you misplacing anger? Are you really mad at yourself that, hey, you know what, I messed up. I goofed up. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And now look at me. And I'm jealous for what someone else has. Lecrae, the Christian rapper, he put up something on social media the other day. He said, are you having a bad day, or did you have a bad 5 minutes that you focused on all day? And I thought, man, that struck me big time. I was like, what? I was like, man, I've never thought about it that way. Did I have a bad day, or did I have a bad 5 minutes that I focused on all day? And so I share that on with you. Hey, did you have a bad day, or did you have a bad 5 minutes? Cain had a bad 5 minutes. Cain had a bad 5 minutes where he gave a bad offering, and that offering turned into God saying, hey, you have the chance to do something right, or sin is going to take over. And then that 5 minutes grew into another 5 minutes where he's out with his brother and he kills him. And then he runs, and God throws him out and says, listen, the ground isn't going to work for you anymore. You're going to be a man of sorrow, man. People aren't going to want to be around you. And on top of that, if anyone tries to kill you, they're going to be cursed. So just be prepared. Things are not going to go well. All because Cain had a bad 5 minutes that he continued to let control and grow his life. So today I challenge you, your bad 5 minutes, don't let it turn into a bad day, into a bad decision, into a bad lifetime. Because you have the opportunity to take those bad 5 minutes and have a good 30 minutes or a good hour that can trump that bad 5. All right? So that's today's Weekdays with Shane, a new video series. Listen, people are asking about it. Really, my grandma asked. So grandma, if you're watching this is for you. All right? She asked when we're going to do this again. So this has been about 7 minutes so far. We're just going to jump into the Word each day. We're going to have fun. Office LeBron will be here each day. He's right up there just chilling. All right, he's always with us. And so, hey, man, I'm excited. You like this video, share it. It'll go up on YouTube as well here in a few minutes. But thank you guys for joining us. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.